I'm going to show you a really simple but cool trick if you like using bass samples. But first, let me show you the project we're working on. We're doing a jazzy drum and bass track. And here are the elements. Here's the first breakbeat. Here's the second breakbeat. And I'm going to be sampling the stand-up acoustic bass from this jazz track. Luckily, in TrackLib, we have multi-tracks for this particular track. Here's some synth effects. And then here's an ARP sample. And finally, I found this R&B vocal.
Give me the real thing, baby.
And as you can see, all the samples I'm using today are from TrackLib, who are the sponsors for today's video. For those that don't know, TrackLib is an online record store for sampling, providing a growing catalog of over 80,000 songs and multi-tracks, which you can sample and clear quickly and affordably. If you're interested in trying out TrackLib, you can sign up with my link in the description. You'll receive 15 tracks which you can sample for free from TrackLib. So here's the original break. Here's that second break. Here's a kick and snare. Here's some hi-hats. And here it is all together. Here's that ARP sample we had. Let's add some grit with RC20. Here's the acoustic bass sample from the jazz track. I've selected 2 bass samples from this Martin Green. And we're going to be writing a bass line with these 2 samples. So I placed each sample into an instance of sampler, and then I'm using the tuner to determine the root note of this bass sample. Just identify the note and then choose the right root note. The reason I'm using 2 instances of this bass sample is since it's an organic live bass, it'll sound a little more real and organic by using the 2 basses. So the first 2 notes are played by the first sample, and the next 3 notes are played by the second bass sample. So here's the trick I wanted to show you guys. So notice these 3 notes are overlapping, so they're connected notes. What we want to do is join the notes as one sample. Right now, every time the note is played, it re-triggers the sample. So essentially, you're playing the sample 3 times. But what we want to do is connect the notes. So it plays 3 notes, but it's playing the sample through only once. So all we have to do is go into your sampler, under the pitch tab, select glide, and then there you go. And that sounds a lot more natural. You can try this with other bass samples as well. Even synth bass sounds would sound a lot more cooler. Even Reese basses, try it with that. It'll sound a lot more natural. Let's hear it with the drums. We can open the sampler and look what is happening when it's playing those last 3 notes. Notice the cursor continues through as it plays the 3 notes, as opposed to re-triggering the note. Alright, let's take this trick to the next level. Here's that bass sample again. Let's distort the hell out of it so we get some nice harmonics. And then we're going to export this as an audio and save it. We're going to be using this as a wavetable in Serum. So let's bounce it to audio. Now, most of the time, you can drag a sample directly into Serum as a wavetable, just like that. However, for some odd reason with this particular file, I'm getting a file error. If you guys know why, let me know in the comments. But if you're having an issue, just export it as a WAV file and then bring it in through your browser. So let's pull the wave sample directly into Serum from our file explorer. And we just pull it into the oscillator window and select import as normal. We'll try the other methods in another video, but this one we just want the first example. So essentially what this does is it takes your audio sample and chops it into single cell waveforms. So that's what you get when you cycle through the wavetable position. You can think of it like a movie. A movie is comprised of a sequence of still images. And when you play those images in sequence, then you get a moving picture. So it's like the same thing here. When you play each single cell waveform in sequence, then you get the morphing audio. Essentially what the oscillator does is it takes one of these single cell waveforms and it plays it repeatedly and indefinitely, hence oscillate. It's oscillating that single cell wavetable. It's only when you play each wavetable in sequence, then you get that morphing sound. And an easy way to get that morphing sound is to apply an envelope to the wavetable position. And I'm going to be using LFO 1 as an envelope. And we want it to end at the very end of the wavetable. So move the wavetable position all the way at the end. Pull your envelope in. Adjust the amount so it starts at the beginning. And you can bring the octave down 1 or 2. Now if your wavetable sounded quiet, you can hit the pencil icon. And under the process menu, we can normalize each frame separately. By the way, you can change the 3D view to the flat view like this. So now that we have it as a wavetable, we can apply synth techniques onto this acoustic bass sample. To make this sound more like an acoustic bass, I'm going to adjust the envelope so it plays really quick with the attack like this. And let's apply a filter. I'm going to use this comb filter. Then let's apply some effects to this. Now, just like the sampler, I'm going to apply the legato mode, which is the glide mode that connects notes. To make sure this is a mono instrument, and turn on portamento, which is the actual note glide. So now when you connect notes, you have that connecting vibe like we did with the acoustic bass sample. Play with the glide time to your taste. You may want a long one like that, or a shorter one for a more natural feel. And let's play that bass melody we wrote with this new synthesized acoustic bass sample. Interesting vibes. You can use this distorted bass as a top bass and play the original acoustic bass on top. However, I'm probably going to mute the distorted bass sample. I just wanted to show you a really cool trick by importing the sample as a wavetable. And you can try that with synthesized bass sounds. Try it with Reese bass sounds or even foghorns. You'll be surprised with the results you can get. Anyways, here's the full track. Let's keep it jazzy with more organic samples. Let's hear the track in full. right, who hears Ronnie Size knocking on the door? All right, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you some cool tricks with using bass samples and creating this jazzy drum and bass track. You can certainly use this trick with any type of genre that you want to make. It just makes using bass samples a little more interesting. Remember trying it with Serum, or I think you can also import it in Vital as a wavetable and try synthesizing the bass sample, and you'll be surprised at the results. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Remember, if you're interested in trying a track lip, find my link down in the description. Also, if you want to support, I have a number of sample and preset packs and Ableton kits, which you can find down in the links below. Alright, that's pretty much it for today, guys. Stay safe, stay creative, and peace out.